Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Aaron Sipos on to punt for Philadelphia. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Ready?
Play action. Now it's Lance. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Someone took too long to set up play action. That gave the Patriots to get up for his first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about a quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Inside the 20. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 40 yards. And the Cowboys have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Hurts. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Eagles at 2-6 now on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Into space at the 45. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. They go play action with Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Okay, right.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Close check. Ready.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past across the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait until the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
But 1st down, Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go.
Back to throw again. And that's out to the flat for Swift. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
In motion right is Smith. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
63.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second down, here's Hurts.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Micah Parsons.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple of yards short of the first. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll set up to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
They'll run the draw here with Swift.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, this had not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now a 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it near the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so they'll be doing a 3rd and 11.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They're going option play on 3rd down. The Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Hurts throw here, take it in as he's able to find Goddard. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Play action. Here's Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. The kick by Elliott is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
There you go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of score a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll drop to throw. And this will be caught by Brown. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
Elliott good on the extra point. That's now tracking 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. So they will set up shop at excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And this one's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. Swift is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
One more time with Swift.
And he's in. Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front.
That gives them a 3-point lead. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
In motion left goes Cooks.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Striker. 3-3.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Lance now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up the 3rd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up. He's had a really nice game.
I agree with that. It's just a big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The secondary called the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
York able to send this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down and one to be a gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down?
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 26 yards.
And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Kevontae Turpin now to return. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Lance's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Now a give here to Pollard. Fights him off. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And Lance going to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now in the situation where the quarterback's got to take charge of his head. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Lance. And he takes a shot on the release.
One chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator. of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time here. Lance. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go! Come on, guys, pick it up.
Come on, this is ridiculous.
Go, fellas. Baby. One more time. Great, set. Come on, boys, come on. You got to get that. Take it,
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Here comes third down and 7. Once again, it's Swift. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
Brandon, they're still in the lead. The momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence. And you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Great, set.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. And they take a knee.
Somebody got fired on that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed in intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Philadelphia, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem the